I know animals aren't supposed to... Cash, shush. You don't want me to talk. Good job. I know animals aren't supposed to always help you. They're not here to help you with your emotional and everything else. I was told this. They're not really here to help you, you know. They're here to kind of help you, but not like... It's hard to explain what that person told me. They're not here to be your emotional support animal. They're not here intently for you to lean on them all the time. I guess they, like... I don't know if the person was just jealous or judging me on how... You know, it's not their issue to save you. Even though I feel like my animals saved me for when I was young. With like all the trauma I had. Like, it wasn't like, there was some physical trauma like in the older years before I had animals. And then like I got a cat, and then it sadly passed away, got hit by a car. And my cousin, like, this is where I got Angel and Buddy, and I had another dog, Dusty, who helped me, actually. I was walking her one day, you know. These are just going to be stories, I guess. I think I talked about it too, but, you know, it's just a reflection of what I've been through, you know, like, at 6 months, I wasn't even supposed to be alive. I forget what the thing I had on my brain, but they were going to do some surgery or whatever. And I guess my mom said no, because if they did, I would have probably been brain dead, maybe, or something like that to the effect. And then they said, well, she ain't going to be here past 6 months. I am in my, like, 20s, and I'm here. But anyways, we're going to go back to, like, my pets. So when I had Dusty, that was my yellow lab, we rescued her from a bad, kind of horrible situation. She lived her whole life in a garage, and the lady decided when she was 8 years old to get rid of her, and she was for free. My sister found her on, it's not it's a version of Craigslist. Grand Rising Birds. It's a version of Craigslist. It's called a Kijiji here in Canada. And we got her. So one time I walked her, and we only had her for a year because she sadly passed away. But we had her for a good year, you know, and I was walking her one time, and two dudes, I didn't understand, they were talking different language, and one kind of like had their hand this way, and Dusty, she kind of went in front of me, and this was way before I started filming for YouTube, and before Buster. I had Angel and Buddy, 2 cats. So she kind of went like this, and then all of a sudden, she's growling and lunging at these dudes. Now, at the time, I was upset because I didn't want her to hurt anybody. But as I got older and realized she was protecting me, so we didn't end up finishing the walk. We went straight home. I regret not taking her for a full walk because, you know, all she was doing was protecting me. And now I got older and realized, and I'm so thankful for that, because I don't know what would have happened if Dusty wasn't with me. And yeah, also when we first got her, she had nails all the way to, like, she couldn't walk. She was a yellow lab. It was sad, you know. And we brought a bed from home, and she didn't like thunderstorms. She was scared. We tried putting that bed that she had in the garage in our home. She would not lay on it. And I'm like, you know what? This bed's probably triggering for her. We're going to throw it away. I miss her. She was a great dog. And then my cousin gave me Angel after my one cat I had passed away. And Angel loved cuddles. Angel, if I'm crying, he's right there, and so is Remi as well. And now I don't want to always take my animals and be like, I need them right now when I'm crying. I don't really look for that. I want them to come to me if they want, and usually they do. So sometimes I'll pick up Angel, and when I was in high school, I got bullied a little bit in elementary school, but in high school was the worst. And I would come home and cry for days. And Angel was there. And then when I got a Buster, he was the dog that started it all, that I wanted to teach agility. I wanted to do more. You know, he was the dog that was like, you do something with me and I will help you do whatever you want as long as treats are involved. Oh, that dog, man. I got him, like, we were gonna get him anyways. And I was excited to tell my sister. Well, my sister didn't get to meet him. She passed away before we could bring him home. So, grieving my sister was really hard. And we were already bringing my puppy home. Yes, I got Buster as a puppy from my cousin who breeded pugs at the time. And he was healthy anyway. So, you know, I would say all my animals helped me with grieving of any of my family. So my grandma passed away, in 2006. So my cat Angel helped me, you know. Angel's been there for so many, even animals that passed away. Dusty, you know, Buddy, Buster, you know, my family members. And then in 2008 when I got Buster, my sister passed away of diabetes and stuff like that. She was really ill. She's had diabetes since she was a kid, so she didn't eat a lot of junk food. She got it when she was a kid, so she already had it. Just want to put that out there. I believe it was type 1, so like part of her, in her body, part of it wasn't like, it didn't have enough, like, I don't know how you would put it, like sugar or like, I don't know, but that's what she had. And she only lived to 26 years old. Yeah. I think that was the worst. Oh, don't cry. I think that was the worst one. Actually, no. My worst, there's 3. They were all worse, obviously, but when Buster passed away in 2001 was the worst. He literally took a piece of my heart. And a lot of people said it's just the dog, but that dog, oh God. 2 years, you'd think I'd be over it, right? Oh, God. So, yeah. And then my cousin died that year as well, unexpectedly, really unexpectedly in her sleep. There's a lot like triggers, you know. As a kid, I was grateful I wasn't physically bullied. That's one thing I'm grateful for. It was just verbal and name calls, and, you know, even as like a child from like my cousins, sometimes they were joking, but like when you're called a loser constantly, or a B word for no reason, or ugly, it still gets to you, you know. And I'm learning, and I'm still learning, and I'm still trying to process things and learning who I am, and you know, what not to take from people.